It's been a long time since we've done this, but I thought we would bring back an old classic of the stream, which is sniping world records. I went through the Symphony of the Night Discord to find some races that have happened recently, and my job is to take those races, take those end times for those races, and beat them faster. That's my goal. Let me set up my splits, and then we will get started. There we go. All right, so the current world record is 40 minutes and 12 seconds by Scrimps. This is a nimble preset, which means I start with all of the movement options that I could ever want, as well as infinite mana prisms, stuff like that. So let me know in chat right now if you are here live on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. Will I get world record? Yes or no? You guys have 5 minutes to tell me, and if you're watching live, you can gamble your channel points, but if you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe, and tell me in the comments, do you think I'm going to win? You have to do it right now, and don't look at the video time, because that's cheating. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 40 minutes, 12 seconds. I'm sure we could do it, right? So the way Nimble works, I think it's complexity like 5 or 6. It's pretty low. I am going to skip the additional item. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's worth it. Like, at worst, I'm missing out on, like, a library card, I guess. But who needs library cards? When you could just, uh-oh, I messed up. I was going to say, who needs library cards when you just finish the prologue faster, and then I proceed to, like, mess up the prologue fight. I'm just now, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, if I sound weird, it's because I'm a little sick. I've been getting over COVID. I've been sick for like a week and haven't streamed in like a week. Still uploading every day, though, to Dragon Blitz Daily. Because the grind never stops. All right, it's been a while since we've played Nimble. I'll do my best to remember how to play, but Blues, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it a lot. Joel Steele. If I remember correctly, this is the, oh god, the setup to get into the hole. Just kidding, I don't need to get in the hole. So the goal is to use all of the very powerful starting items and relics to go as fast as possible. I guess checking this might be worth it. The only thing that we're looking for is basically a library card. We do need to wing smash through here in order to skip death. If we had failed that wing smash, we would be in big trouble. Werebane. Gladius. Skill Wolf is probably not, like, great to grab, but whatever. Forget about world record, let Die Monster play. No, thank you. I'm trying not to throw. So this is going to be a culmination of quick item checks as well as, like, quick movement, because we don't really need to do that many item checks because our movement is so good. However, I do have to remember which item checks are worth doing. Like, I skipped one early on that was pretty bad for me to skip, but it's fine. I am going to remember how to play the game as I proceed through the game, and that's just how it's going to have to be. That's very unfortunate. It's fine. I was trying to get a double kill going. I think I might have gotten it. Oh god. Why is my emulator lagging? Fire of Bat. So far we've found nothing useful. I do like Nimble a lot because it's just like constant movement, constant execution. There are very few presets that give you that ability to do that. Don't hit me. Which is really nice. We'll see, we'll see. I did it first time in a live stream. Welcome, Gabi. I'm glad you made it to a live stream. I hope you are doing well. I'm always happy to see people joining the live stream from the YouTube, presumably. I should probably grab that. What is that? Okay. I'm gonna grab the spear here because I do need a secondary weapon for some fights. And javelin is great.
Tribute. You steal men's souls.
Thank you for the prime.
Your slaves.
Bezos money, easy cash. We take those. We take those. Thank you. Yeah, my movement has definitely not been perfect, but it's not that bad. I'll grab Monster Vial. Monster Vials are actually pretty good in this preset since we now know about Vial stacking. And we started with the Duplicator, so... Rune Sword's great, but it's not, I think, worth going out of my way to grab it. That is the weirdest level up I think I've ever gotten. I don't think I've ever leveled up off of these guys. They give such little experience. Wow. I mean, Nimble is weird because you do kill him. Just like, you skip a lot of enemies because you're moving so fast. So I guess that makes sense that I would level up there. By the way, as of the stream time, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll obviously be in the future from when I'm streaming this. But for everybody who's in stream, did you guys watch Evo? Yes or no? Because I did get to catch a decent amount of it. But I'm curious what you guys' favorite moments from Evo were if you ended up watching it. If you don't know what Evo is, it's like the Super Bowl of fighting games, basically. It's like the biggest tournament of the year. And it just happened this last weekend. I'm curious what you guys' favorite moments were. I heard, yeah, Street Fighter 6 was really good. I watched the finals the next day because it was I fell asleep before the finals, personally. I think the last finals I stayed up for was Guilty Gear. I got to see the end of Guilty Gear, which was really, really cool. Yeah, Marvel, everybody was complaining, right? Was I wrong? I feel like, yeah, no Castlevania Fighter, but next year for sure we'll get Castlevania Fighter, and once Castlevania Fighter gets into Evo, that's the Evo that I go and win. Yeah, I feel like everybody was complaining about MVC3 on Twitter and stuff. They were like, oh, this game's broken and stupid and dumb. 0 versus 0 is killing it for you? Yeah, but, like, that's the game, though, right? I feel like people delude themselves too often about, like, fighting games, where they're like, oh, I only like this, like, small aspect of... I only think this game is cool if it's, like, the characters that I like. Every other character is lame and stupid, and I don't want them to play. When, like, I don't know, that's, like, they're part of the game. Yeah, it's Marvel 3. It's like the biggest Marvel 3 tournament, and people are playing for money. Like, they're gonna pick the best teams. Like, people have known that Zero May Cry is the best team and is gonna continue to be the best team by a lot. They've known this shit since like 2012, when the game first came out or whatever. So of course, on the biggest stage, they're gonna pick the best teams. And that's kind of how old games are. Old games that don't get updates, they're kind of broken. But they're broken in a way that, like, the people who play those games enjoy. And I don't know. Ah, shit. Modern Theory is it's a toss-up between Zero May Cry and Zero Morgan Doom. That's fair, yeah. I don't know. It's like Marvel 2 is an absurdly broken mess as well at the top. And there's a reason why ratio format exists for Marvel 2. Because if you don't have like ratio brackets, like there's no incentive to play like any of the other like mid-tier characters, right? Same with Marvel 3. I don't know. It's like people like opening their eyes and realizing like, wait a minute, old fighting games are kind of degenerate and full of like cheese and like bugs and unintended consequences. That's crazy. It'd be like what happens if you like, I don't know, ran a competitive game of any caliber from like that era. That'd be like doing a like unpatched Modern Warfare tournament where everyone's running around using the fucking like pre-patch what is it, model 1887s that snipe you from halfway across the map because they weren't balanced properly, doing care package glitch. Like that's just what happens when you have a game that's old that hasn't been patched, and then people want to run it competitively, is people are going to abuse the things that have been known about for a long time that are overpowered. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is kind of dry if you don't play top tiers. That's why ratio format exists. It's so you can get a combination of top tiers and like quote-unquote fun characters. I'm surprised they haven't done ratio for Marvel 3. Just create the same system for Marvel 3. I do want that. Or maybe that already exists, and obviously Evo's not going to run that because it's like a fan-made format or whatever. But it at least spices some things up, you know what I mean? The gaps between characters is closer in 3? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, please be a library card. Nice. All right, we're good. So we have everything. There's no reason to do item checks anymore. So we haven't found a progression item yet, which is interesting. I know people are like working on Marvel 3 like custom characters and rollback and stuff like that. So it seems like the fans are basically taking over Marvel 3 the same way that the fans of like Super Smash Brothers have taken over Melee. Well, actually, it's a lot different because Melee is also still subservient to Nintendo because they are so much more aggressive with their DMCA stuff. Although Disney could be, actually, if they wanted to. Either way. We're 11 minutes in, 2 Vlad relics, no progression items. Echo. I mean, I'll grab it for sure, but it's like, whatever. Stop. I don't want to read. Please let me go. I don't want to read. Dude, it was so funny that Leffen won Evo, by the way. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't watched the Strive top 8 or top 6, I guess.
I'm interested in
So funny that Leffen won.
Thank you.
Just like insanely funny. Anything else useful here? Probably not, right? No. Duplicator for sale, thank you. Happy Chaos is so broken, though? Yeah, but... How many Happy Chaoses were there in the top 6? Only one. So how broken is he? If he was broken, everybody, it would be 100% usage rate. Yeah. What you mean? I just think it's funny because everybody hates Leffen so fucking much. Understandably so. He is annoying on Twitter. But being annoying on Twitter is enough to get fucking Elon Musk to become the fucking CEO of the company. So, I don't know. Guilty Gear is also a game where everybody hates every character except the character that they play. What up, Eldritch? Like, Guilty Gear is notorious for this game sucks unless you play my character. I hate every other character except my main. Like, that's just straight up some Guilty Gear shit. I did not watch Idol Showdown, no. Hi, I'm from Brazil. It's hard to find streamer content for this game. Would you have any tips for those who are starting in Castlevania? Depends on what you mean. In starting, like speedrunning? You can type !tutorial or tutorials in chat, and there's a whole playlist of tutorials for speedrunning this game. Big bot updates coming soon. Nice. We have a library card, which is actually great because that's what we need to use literally right now. Very convenient that we have that. You know, Brazil is a huge part of the Symphony of the Night community in general. Did anything else cool happen? Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds happened, which is like whatever, I guess. I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like not that interesting for most people, although it is a Konami branded product. When's Castlevania Worlds, actually? Hold on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Gets a world championship. When does Castlevania? I'll show up to the Castlevania World Championship any day of the week, Konami. I'm down. Yeah, Jewel of Open, that makes sense. What am I doing? I should just library card again. It's faster. Yeah, shout out to all the Brazilians. This way. So I could do Silver Ring. I don't think there's a reason to do Silver Ring now, right? Oh yeah, Fire's been working on tutorials in Portuguese, right? Or am I making that up? I know Fire is making tutorials, but I assume that they're in Portuguese. Unless they're just like a separate set of tutorials. 101 through 105 in Portuguese. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you have the link, you can post it in chat for those tutorials. I'm super down to share what Fire's working on. Fire's great.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
What's this preset about? Great question. This is Nimble, the preset that it's one of the presets that's going to be ran for my tournament. By the way, thank you, Gay Cub. Sorry, G Cub. Gay Cub. I can't believe I just said that. Fucking. I'm blaming my COVID brain for that one. I really do apologize. But this preset, you start with the Soul of Bat, Gravity Boots, and Leapstone, as well as a Duplicator, Mana Prisms, and Buffalo Stars. This essentially means that you have like very, very good and fast movement at the very start of the run, and then you use that fast movement to check as many things as fast as possible and go from there. Yeah. I do find it interesting the things that Konami supports and why they choose to support it. Everybody in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community that I follow was complaining about Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. Especially the beginning part of the tournament, because they were like holding the event in like essentially a empty school. And it seemed like the production value of the stream and all of that was like really low quality. So people were complaining, and then they end up, you know, doing their finals in like a giant arena or whatever. Truly speedrunning the randomizer. Yeah, that's the point. This is meant to be very like a streamlined speedrun that utilizes the bat movement in particular, as well as like movement that you would see in other main category speedruns. I heard you like Smash. I do. That damn countdown melted my brain. Dude, what were they thinking? Oh my god. Yeah, Konami made a website to hype up like this countdown for it, just whatever, right? They didn't say what the countdown was for. And everyone's like talking about the countdown like, oh, it's gonna be like a big thing. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. They're gonna announce something huge at Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds. They announce just another tournament happening in Japan. That's it. It's like, why? Why make a big deal about it? Why have a website with a countdown? Why would they do that? Everyone's like, dude, they're gonna reboot the anime. They're gonna do a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. A new video game, something, right? No, they said fuck it. It's just another tournament, whatever. Nothing here. The Brazilian versions are up on Symphony Rando.fun. Nice. Huge. Yeah, that's so dumb. Konami's just really bad at, like, giving a shit. Like, they do the bare minimum that they're supposed to do, right? I feel like the only reason they continue to have a Worlds event for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because Pokemon does it. And it's like, well, we can't let Pokemon do a world event for their trading card game and us not do one. So I feel like they're doing it out of obligation and not because they genuinely give a shit. We need a Yu-Gi-Oh! Reboot. They've already done that 3 separate times. They've tried to reboot Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. Specifically, I'm talking about the trading card game, not the anime. The anime has had like 6 reboots. But as far as like rebooting the actual trading card game, they have Speed Duel and they have Rush Duel, both of which are just like unsupported kind of. Not to the same level that like the mainline Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game is. It's very funny. Well, Rush Duel is getting a bunch of support in Japan, and it's kind of like a simplified and fast way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Without all of the years and years of baggage. But the US is not, in other territories as well, are not getting their hands on this product at all. They just aren't supporting it. It's very funny. It's a very Konami thing to do, where they're like, hey, here's this cool product that is being supported, but it's only in Japan. In every other territory, you just can't have it. You're not allowed to. They've done Yu-Gi-Oh! Castlevania crossovers in the past. They're just not very substantial. It's like, oh boy, I hope you like Vampire Hunter, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, or Ghost Trick Alucard, which is barely even a Castlevania crossover. It's like one card. Yeah, they've made a Castlevania-themed deck, and it's bad, and it's dumb, and it has 2 cards, kind of, and it's really bad. Yeah, most people quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it's too complicated, which is unfortunate. I think the game has a lot of potential that Konami, again, they are the masters of having a product that is full of potential and just squandering it constantly by either not fixing the overarching issues or just letting it fester and doing nothing with it. That is the Konami special. Is like, hey, we have this beloved IP that you all know and love that could easily make quadrillion, billion, mega gazillion dollars if we just supported it, and then they just do nothing with it or do all of the wrong things. Like, that's all Konami knows how to do at this point. What do I do? I guess I have Echo, so it doesn't matter. There we go. I feel like we need to find Holy Glasses soon. My guess is this is probably Spike Breaker or Holy Glasses, maybe? No, this is Final Vlad. Okay. So Spike Breaker's in Second Castle? And no. No, this isn't Final Vlad. That's Random Vlad. I forgot. Because we have Echo. We got Echo. So that's a Random Vlad. So Final Vlad might be a Silver Ring then? I'm going to do this check because it's quick, and because I'm really bad at counting right now because I have COVID brain. But I feel like if I was more sure of myself, I would skip this and then just go straight to Silver Ring. Because I feel like Silver Ring either has... No, because I still need glasses. So is this Holy Glasses? So maybe I'm correct in not skipping this? Yeah, Konami is they are the masters of, oh, this thing that, oh, this is unfortunate. All right. So that means Silver Ring is Holy Glasses, and then the final Vlad is just in the second castle? Very interesting. Yeah, because we've done everything else. That's how it has to be. All right. But yeah, they are the masters of, oh, we have this IP that we haven't done anything with, and it's not selling well because we haven't done anything with it. Okay. Or the thing we tried to do with it was bad, so we're going to blame the IP and not blame our incompetence, which is so dumb. It's so insanely dumb. Well, time to nuke the Castlevania series because we can't make new Castlevania games because the last Castlevania game we made was a fucking mobile gacha game. Like, so dumb. Mobile gacha game that was Apple Arcade exclusive while also being region locked for like the first 3 years of its life before they just fucking canned it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'm surprised they're bringing back Metal Gear. All they're doing is remakes now. All they're doing is re-releases and remakes. They're not making new games. I feel like they're trying to be like testing the waters with these re-releases to see if people still care, which is really kind of shitty. I don't know. It's something that Nintendo has done in the past as well, where they're like, oh, well, we don't know if people still give a shit about the series, so let's just remake or re-release this game from like the Wii U to see if people still care. It's very dumb. Oh shit, my bad. Anyways, I could complain about Konami for literally forever. Yeah, exactly, MT. Let's make Star Fox 64, except it's bad because we're forcing people to use the Wii U gamepad that nobody wanted to use. And then they're like, Pikachu shock face. What? It didn't sell well? And people are reviewing it poorly? Time to kill Star Fox. Even games that do objectively well, they just like kind of sit on and don't do anything with. Like, what the fuck happened to Mario Odyssey? They updated it like twice and then they're like, we're done now. No sequel, no DLC. Why did they do that? They made a good video game and they're like, okay, that's it. We're done now. 20 years without console F-Zero, dude. Yeah, Nintendo is Nintendo. I mean, I'm shocked they're doing anything with Metal Gear after, what was it, Metal Gear Survive or whatever? It's crazy. The sequel is going to be on Switch too, so the next console is not a failure. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a the general consensus I've seen with discussions about Nintendo currently is that they're kind of ramping down all of their production on everything because they're saving it for the sequel to the Switch. And it seems like Tears of the Kingdom is kind of like their last major game. I guess Pikmin 4 as well, but like whatever. Yeah, Switch 2 now made with phone parts from 2020. Hey, phone parts from 2020 is gonna go dummy, okay? Compared to phone parts from 2015? Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 will likely be delayed until the next console, stuff like that. Metal Gear Solid without my boy Hideo Kojima is not Metal Gear Solid. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Kojima fell off. He fell off. He done fell off. I don't know how else to describe it other than he fell off, bro. He was given all the opportunities in the world to make a good video game, and he said, you know what? Death Stranding. And Kojima fans kind of have to hold that. It's just like, fuck, man. He did make Death Stranding. He could have made anything he wanted, and he said, Death Stranding, please. I will create the first Strand type of video game. And he did it. It wasn't even the first Strand type game. Fuck. Well, never mind. I was told it was the first. Maybe he can make a comeback. It's very possible. Maybe Death Stranding 2 is actually godlike. But I don't know. FedEx Mountain Dew advertisement simulator just doesn't feel like peak. You know what I mean? It's not like peak video game in my mind, but maybe I'm wrong. The first Strand type game was Star Fox 64. Fuck. It's fine though. Nah, he's a genius. We just don't understand his genius vision. I'm supposed to beat the game in what? Like 8 minutes from now? Fuck. I don't know if we're getting this world record, y'all. I don't feel like I made any big mistakes routing wise. I guess my movement's been kind of doo-doo, but other than that. Mario's Strand 64. Dude, speaking of Mario 64, you guys have seen the Mario 64 Only Up mod by Kaze? My brain, when I first saw that, was like, content has gone too far. We're at the point where, like, shitty streamer games are turning into, like, mods for Mario. It's crazy. And I'm just like, man, there's no SotN only up. Fuck. I can't just be out here being like, oh shit, new SotN mod, new SotN hack just dropped. And it's piggybacking off of a major streamer trend. Unfortunate. Castlevania 64 only up edition. Oh my god, I would be so mad. Especially because Castlevania 64 has the worst dog shit platforming mechanics. They're so bad. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Waiting on you to upload the last video of my run of Metal Gear Solid 1. I've already uploaded it. It's in the playlist. Oh my god. It's just titled Symphony of the Night Looks Different Today. Because that's the joke. That's the joke, is I was playing Metal Gear Solid and everyone's like, wow, Symphony of the Night sure looks different today. It's already there. I've quadruple checked because 17 different people have asked me about it. I guess I just have to rename the VOD or rename the video so that people can find it. But I put it in the Metal Gear playlist, I'm pretty sure. Pseudo Regalia sure looks different today. That game's pretty fun. I'm happy I played that game. I was thinking about maybe trying to go back and 100%ing the game, but yeah. It's not your fault. Other people have had trouble finding it as well. And I also was like, named it that way because I was upset that people were watching it less compared to other videos. So I'm like, okay, I'll clickbait using Symphony of the Night, and then it just didn't go well. It was honestly, it's my bad. I could have done better to make it easier to find. Pseudo Regalia is a good game, though. The speedrun's pretty cool. The game's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll play it anymore. I considered maybe learning the speedrun on stream, or just learning the speedrun in general and doing attempts of it on stream, but it's just, as I talked about earlier in the stream, I don't like the world of, hey, this is a modern game that can get updated at any given time. So if the dev wants the game to be a specific way, it will be. And the dev was talking about like nerfing some of the movement options, and it was just, or at least that's what I heard. And I could just be misinformed and stupid, and if that's the case, I apologize. But I don't know. The idea of playing a modern game that has the means to like change and get patched, you want to know what actually did it in for me? The day I finished learning the any % route using wrong warps for Elden Ring, I was going to start speedrunning Elden Ring and taking it somewhat seriously because I liked the route for Elden Ring when it first came out. The day I finished learning the route, they patched everything. They patched the whole route, and it wasn't like the same. And I would have had to down patch if I wanted to be competitive. And like, they removed the tree, which wasn't even part of the speedrun at the time, but still, like. And I was just like, you know what? I don't want to spend my time learning a game that's just going to get patched. Like, that just feels bad. It feels like a waste of time to put all of my time and effort into trying to get good at something that's just going to change because the devs are like selfish or whatever. And indie games fall into the same category too. Like, indie games are just as they have the same potential. By the way, Creature having the last VOD relic, hilarious. So like, any game that has the potential to just like change because the developers wanted to just change something feels really bad to me. I don't know. Yeah, you just have to adapt. To be fair, there are some people that do appreciate and have a different mindset than I do. This is all very biased from my perspective because I've spent 10 years honing my skills in this game, and I appreciate that aspect that this game has so much depth that I can explore for 10 years. Some games don't have 10 years worth of depth. So patching and updating that game makes sense. But I don't appreciate that style of like learning a speedrun and then relearning it every time a patch comes out or whatever, or like investigating the game like, oh, new patch just dropped. Same thing happened with Tears of the Kingdom. I was kind of interested tangentially in speedrunning Tears of the Kingdom, and then it's like, of course, all this like super crazy shit is getting patched, and it's like, if I wanted to play on a previous patch for Tears of the Kingdom, I'd have to mod my Switch or play on emulator, and it's just a whole fucking... Anytime that there are multiple patches and you have to keep track of which patch are you playing, and like, you know, down patching games that you already own, it's just so annoying. Symphony of the Night already has the problem of multiple releases having different tricks and stuff like that, and like having to explain to people like, oh no, you actually can't do death skip this way because that only works in the Requiem version, but the Requiem version patched out a lot of other glitches that make it less fun to speedrun, so that's why we don't run the Requiem version. Stuff like it's just a constant like complaint that I already have that gets even worse with like modern games. But anyways, all of that complaining and getting over being sick with COVID, we still get the world record by a little bit. So GG's, everybody who believed in me, you win. You win the prediction and you get all of the points. If you didn't believe in me, that's unfortunate. You lost all your points. Better luck next time. Your boy is just goated, I guess. Make sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and join the live stream so you can join the next time I do one of these. See you later, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.